Tuesday, June 21st. Jacob blesses Joseph's sons. As Jacob approaches death, he remembers his earlier return to Bethel when he received from God the renewed promise of the everlasting possession that was given to Abraham. The hope of the promised land is, therefore, a comforting thought that nurtures his hope as he feels death coming. Jacob turns then to Joseph's two sons who were born in Egypt and blesses them, but does so in the context of the future promise regarding his own seed. Read Genesis 48. Why did Jacob bless Joseph's two sons here and not his other grandsons? Joseph's two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, are the only grandsons that Jacob blessed. They are thus elevated from the status of grandsons to the status of sons. Although Jacob's blessing implies a preeminence of the second, Ephraim, over the first, Manasseh, Jacob's blessing essentially concerns Joseph. What we see here is a personal testimony about God's faithfulness to them in the past and his promise for them in the future. Jacob refers to the God of Abraham and Isaac, who had provided food and protection for them. He is the same God who has redeemed me from all evil. Jacob also has in mind the God of Bethel, with whom he wrestled, and who changed his name from Jacob to Israel. By referring to all these experiences where God turns the evil into good, Jacob expresses his hope that not only will God take care of the present lives of his grandsons, just as he cared for his own life and Joseph's, but Jacob also thinks of the future when his descendants will return to Canaan. This hope is clear from his reference to Shechem, which not only is a piece of land that he had acquired, but also is a place where Joseph's bones will be buried and where the land will be distributed to the tribes of Israel. Even amid all that has happened, Jacob keeps in mind the promises of God, who said that through his family all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Read Acts 3:25 and 26. According to Peter, how was this promise of Genesis 12:3 being fulfilled? How have we ourselves received this blessing? From the book Patriarchs and Prophets, page 234 and 235, it says, as he felt death approaching, Jacob sent for Joseph. An important matter demanded attention. The sons of Joseph were to be formally instated among the children of Israel. Joseph, coming from a last interview with his father, brought with him Ephraim and Manasseh. It was Joseph's desire that they should unite with their own people. He manifested his faith in the covenant promise in behalf of his sons, renouncing all the honors that the court of Egypt offered for a place among the despised shepherd tribes to whom had been entrusted the oracles of God. Said Jacob, thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. They were to be adopted as his own, and to become the heads of separate tribes. Thus one of the birthright privileges which Reuben had forfeited was to fall to Joseph, a double portion in Israel. As Joseph's sons came nearer, the patriarch embraced and kissed them, solemnly laying his hands upon their heads in benediction. Then he uttered the prayer, God, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which fed me all my life long unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads. There was no spirit of self-dependence, no reliance upon human power or cunning now. God had been his preserver and support. There was no complaint of the evil days in the past. Its trials and sorrows were no longer regarded as things that were against him. Memory recalled only his mercy and loving kindness, who had been with him throughout his pilgrimage. The blessing ended. Jacob gave his sons the assurance, leaving for them the generations to come, through long years of bondage and sorrow, this testimony to his faith: Behold, I die, but God shall be with you, and bring you again unto the land of your fathers. And from the book Prophets and Kings, page 683, it says, The hope of Israel was embodied in the promise made at the time of the call of Abraham, and afterward repeated again and again to his posterity. In thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. Genesis 12:3. As the purpose of God for the redemption of the race was unfolded to Abraham, the Son of Righteousness shone upon his heart, and his darkness was scattered. And when at last the Savior himself walked and talked among the sons of men, he bore witness to the Jews of the patriarch's bright hope of deliverance through the coming of a Redeemer. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, Christ declared, and he saw it and was glad. John 8:56. May God bless you.